to España or Spain, if it depends on what language you speak.
No, that's right.
There you go. And anyway, welcome to round 5. I'm in Spain, and I'm actually quite excited for this one. As you know, I'm your host of Game Things, and I am joined always by Connor.
Hello.
So, Spain.
Hi Downforce, hi Tired Egg.
Oh,
That's all I can say at the minute.
Now, what type of strategies think you'll be seeing today?
I wish I could say Spain's one of those tracks where if you go hard, you can make it to the end. But, god damn it, I just don't know, because the tyre wear is just so high, you're probably going to want, like, rather make, what's it called? More stops for the faster tyres.
Excellent. Well, it looks like the drivers are itching to go. Let's ready up, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm actually expecting quite a good thing.
Especially we have loads of new people in it. It's going to be interesting to see where they qualify. Can't get them on quicker. Should have said. We've got people still trying to join.
Well, unfortunately, it might be too late to do qualifying.
Yeah, and I don't even know if they'll be able to join at the back of the grid. Now
we have 9 people here today racing. Well, 8, but that's including you. Yeah. So our normal people like True Ogre couldn't join today, so that mixed up the championship on the 5th stage. Yeah. However, since if we have all our normal people joining with us, and these new guys from here, yeah, we have more than 10 people now.
It's going to be great, especially when it's not just our top 2 in the championship that aren't here. We've got a few other people that haven't been able to make it. We had one person who's just had to back out. So honestly, I think next race it's a good shout. We could have about 15 drivers.
It's a shame the next race is Monaco.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
I don't know what everyone's problem is with Monaco. They keep moaning about it. Something like all boycott Monaco and
something's up with old. But unfortunately, we can't do anything, can we?
No, once you start this boat rowing, you can't stop it.
Calaveras joined, but he was not fast enough for qualifying. But he'll be in the race, hopefully.
No, he might be. Because if he's joined at this bit, then he should come on track.
Oh god!
Oh my god, it's wet.
I don't think I've ever seen rain that bad in Spain.
I have, but only back on F1 2010. I really wish I had wet setup now.
Well, you know what they say, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. As they say.
Never heard that saying in my life.
Wait, you've never heard that saying?
Nope.
Oh wow.
Keep asking if everyone's in, but we've started now. So back out continue. Should I just tell them to continue?
Yeah, discontinue, we have to keep going.
Yep, my car's probably going to come to a halt.
Okay, I don't think everyone was prepared for a wet race here. I don't know.
Just come out of the pit lane, my car does not look happy.
Yeah. I'm watching Old go round. I don't think he was prepared for a wet Spain.
No one is. No one's got wet setups.
What expected Spain?
It's quite rare it actually rains. You might get an intermediate session like Russia, which is fair enough.
But never fully wet like this.
Yeah, I've never seen it fully wet. I'll tell you what though, with top 2 guys out of the way, I've mentioned as I know the midfield championship, it's so tight, it's unbelievable. I think there's about 6 people separated by about 5 points, so...
Interesting, that'll be something for the championship.
Yeah, I think just for John, like, shall we leave Spain until next week, but I didn't want to be unfair to the guys that did want to race. So I just said to them, we'll do it anyway, because, God, it's a golden opportunity for anyone who can get to the front. I'm trying to think who the next quickest people are. It might be me and Psycho. Like, I know we're quick, but we can't run away with it. We can't storm off down the road.
I know that you're saying that, but let's not forget we have 3 new people in this race. We have, I'm just going to say Bob, just for short. Yeah. There is also Nutter. And we also have Jade. I actually know her from a League I racing.
As long as they can keep it on the black stuff and not hit anyone, I've got no complaints. Were they able to do their time trials? Otherwise they're in this league illegally.
Maybe. Man, I am generally surprised that it's this wet.
Same. Well, surprisingly, it's actually not that hard to drive. I mean, it's annoying with the understeer, but that's about it. I'm only getting slight understeer by doing this.
Anyway, sorry if you hear me eating this stream, my dinner or whatnot.
Oh, come on, get the power down. Come on, power.
Okay, so Old did set a bench. No, you beat that.
Yep.
Oh, we have Primeval Rex on the last corner. Looks like he lost it majorly.
Yeah, I saw him coming through the last sector. His back end didn't look comfy.
Oh no, he wanted to come in because he has such a damaged wing now. Yeah. However, the game automatically resetted him back on track because he was going the wrong way. So
is he out of qualifying, or is he still going?
He's still going, but he can't turn for Jack.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, now he's in the gravel, so that's even less grip.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Spain's bad enough when you have front wing damage, let alone when you've got front wing damage in the wet.
It's interestingly enough. Nutter goes third with a 1:36.5. So far, you are massively ahead of everyone, but we still yet to get lap times from 4 people.
My lap time is still gonna increase. Come on, just last little bit.
Reflow's beat you.
No, he's not. There we go.
No, you beat him. Just so it's less than a 10th. Oh no, he's crashed.
Has he crashed?
No, actually, it's just.
I think he went retired on track.
Yeah, no. After he crossed the line, looks like he's parked on the track. I think when he crossed the line, he went to his menu and pressed retire.
Yeah, I've just seen him. He's pulled off to the side. I've just seen him. He's off track now. I'm gonna come back in the pits. if I can go back, it's the literally last corner, because you've got to tiptoe your way around there.
Did you see what the race weather's like?
No. I always miss it.
So I'm thinking, yes, it's raining here and qualifying, but if it's dry in the race, that'd be interesting, because it depends which setup they've chosen to go into qualifying with, a dry setup or a wet one.
Yeah. Well, with Parc Ferme, if qualifying's declared wet, but then the race is declared dry, then you can still choose a different setup.
I know about that, because when I do league races on a Wednesday, yeah, that happens more times than you would think. Yeah, like different in different in weather for qualifying a race. Yeah, but it never lets me change the setup. Well, you've retired.
Yeah, I mean, when I exit the last corner, I do go momentarily faster by like 1700ths of a second, but I can't keep that momentum all the way around the track, because where I'm trying to find time is going over the curbs, and as I've done on the last corner. So if anyone wants to try and take pole, but I think with my lap there was probably only a quarter of a second you could probably find. Whether anyone's going to be able to do that or not, I don't know.
Now our new guy Bob, has just gone up to third with a 1:35.3.
Not too bad. Leading the second runner.
Alright, do you know how in Russia I almost lost my voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily I've helped to get that, and I actually have water with me this time.
I'm glad you do. I wish I had water. I'm not even commentating, and I'm absolutely... Look, my throat's dry. It feels like desert down there.
Well, imagine how my lungs feel.
To be honest, I think your lungs and my legs are as equally in pain after Russia.
I think Jade has run out of fuel.
Ferrari go out.
Oh, yeah. Jade has retired. Luckily it was on a straight, so it shouldn't affect you too much.
Oh, it's Cyclamage coming out. I was going to say, it's Ferrari coming on track.
Yeah. I'm currently following Old.
I'm on board with Psycho Mitch.
You know,
I think he's only going to have enough time to get about one lap in, so he has to make it count.
You know, I'd like to... Do you know last week when we had to thank Ogre for hosting the session?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to thank Old in this race for finding two more people for us.
Minute. Yeah, big shout out to him.
Yeah, we can give him an even bigger shout out if he ends up on the podium interviews.
Oh, this is going to be absolutely crazy. Please no one lock up into the first corner. It's just turn one.
Interestingly enough. Right, can you actually hear me chewing, by the way?
Not very well.
Oh, thank God for that.
You're not exactly smacking your lips together.
Well, when I was younger, I used to...
by Psycho.
Yeah, we got a outlap here by Alco too, here. Wait, where is Psycho anyway?
He's just come to turn one, he's 7th at the minute. And I know we've got Old. Not gonna lie, he might want to have a look at his ballast, because that rear end, it looks like it's about to throw up every time he turns into a corner.
Who are we on about?
Old in the house.
Let's see here. Oh yeah,
No,
God.
that balance isn't right.
Yeah, his back is all over the place.
I don't know if it was my setup, but my car felt really comfortable. The only thing is that I noticed, just to try and compensate for the wet weather, I've just knocked the downforce up on the front and rear wing.
Did you
two?
Did you pick a wet setup or a dry setup?
I've only got dry setups. I don't anticipate on taking part in wet races.
Lovely. And the dragon flag is out.
Not gonna lie, Psycho Richie really has to nail this.
Psycho and Old are on tracks, on laps, but then Old isn't looking fast. Oh no, he's going very slow. I think it's running out of fuel.
Come on. I'm rooting for Psycho.
Wait, why him to beat your pole? I don't think he is. No, he hasn't got it.
No.
But he does go up to 6th.
That helps. I was gonna say, I was getting a bit worried for him. I wasn't watching his Delta, but he had over a second to make up just to gain that one place.
Well, I guess congratulations are in order for you.
Thank you.
You were the only man on the track. Well, there's also a girl now on the track, but.
Well, you're not wrong. Like, they're literally the only man. I'm not trying to be sexist, but yeah.
You are the only driver on the track who is in the 134s.
I am absolutely bricking it. I want to win now.
We just got word from Old. He was very struggling in the wet there. You know, I've just noticed Bob's
Jade on the 4th row. That's alright.
Yeah, to
Our rookies haven't done too bad. Pretty much where we expected them.
I'm her teammate in the Wednesday league, and in terms of pace, it's not all there. But it's dry. Yeah, as I was saying, in terms of pace, she isn't fully there. But in terms of skill and will to action, she's up there.
Fair enough.
I'd have to say.
I can't even look at my tyre strategy. 3 stops? Oh no, 2 stops. I'm being an idiot.
Yes, you are.
That looks alright. Weather set to be overcast all the way through the race. I will not reduce my fuel load this time because I paid for the price for it in Russia.
Are you going to stay here and commentate whilst you're racing, or are you going again?
No, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you later.
Okay, fire the lights. And we are off here in Hispania! We got a good start from everyone. Connor had an absolute terrible start, probably because he muted his mic, probably. That was probably my fault. Everyone went through the... hey. Looks like Primeval Rex and Hell Caliber kind of had a little bit of a tussle in there. Oh no, what's happened? Oh, Jane has smashed it! I just saw yellow flags and I saw a random car in the... Wait a minute. Oh, Rex has crashed too! What on earth just happened? Okay, I'm very confused now. I don't know what the hell just happened there. But now, Old is going incredibly slowly. He might have to pick up the pace a tiny bit. Yeah, flag, I don't know why, but it looks like it fixed itself. Old has to really get to pit soon if he wants to change that wing. If I know, I just got a report from Rex. Apparently, apparently his controller broke, which is a shame. That would annoy me too. Nutter is in the pits for some reason. Maybe he took damage there. Oh, but Connor off really wide, so now he is. He's got destroyed by Bob. Jade is saying that she thinks she got hit in turn 2. Let's hope she recorded that. That I don't know. I do not know. Now I already need my drink. Interestingly enough. So far going in from lap 2, Reflow is currently in the lead by 1.5 seconds to Connor, and then Connor has the advantage from third place Bob by less than a second. So by the time it comes to the third lap, we might get DRS zoned. So watch yourself, Connor. Watch yourself, Connor. Damn it, on me. Reflow has set the fast lap of the race with 1:23.0. Excellent lap time, but he is on the softs actually. Oh, distance. What's the minute? I might as well check what everyone else is on. Connor's on the softs, Bob's on the soft, Oko's on the softs, Hal Caliber's on the softs, Slice on soft, and I'm pretty sure Nutter will be on softs. Yes, he is. So is Old. So everyone's on the soft compound tyres, which is incredibly good to know. Reflow is just walking away with this race so far, but wait until it comes to it. So, because we have 33 laps of the Spanish Grand Prix, or Grand Prix, of how it actually spells out. Got to eat here, guys, so sorry. So, Reflow is already coming up to Old as a back marker. Now that is very interesting. Already. Look at that. Well, it just shows what luck does to you, especially on the circuit of Spain. They're taking the corners very tightly too. Interestingly enough, I don't think no one expected them to be lap cars already. But Connell has to watch himself now because Bob is all over his gearbox. He took a slightly tighter line going into turn 3, but similar lines throughout turn 4 and 5. But here comes the DRS zone, so Bob will have DRS on Connor, so he better watch himself, because there goes it, it's activated now. Going. Or was there been a hold up by Old there? I don't know. But Connor has survived. For how much longer, I feel. It depends on how they drive and whatnot. That's the thing, but I know that. Now, the question is, Reflow is going away in that Renault. However, is he already using the tyres up? Will everyone like Connor and Bob, Arco, and Hal Caliber be able to manage their tyres? All questions will be asked within this race. Oh, hello! Oh, hello, he just stuck on in there. Kind of caught Connor off guard a tad bit. But the job is done. No, it is not. Connor has just said, nah, screw that, mate. I'm taking my position back. I don't care how. Lovely done there, Connor. There's not really much action going across each lap because everyone is spaced out quite a lot, actually. More than you actually think, people. spin out back. So the on-track action right now is between 3rd and 2nd place. Connor versus Bob. Very sounds like a generic name, that Bob. Well, I think the full name is Bob Let Scott, I believe the full name is. Okay, you gotta watch yourself there, Bob. I saw that corner cut there. But that has put you all across it. Oh, easy, easy. Don't lose a wing. Don't lose a wing. He's getting behind in full slipstream. Will he overtake him? But Connor is defending the inside line, which is very, very smart. But he made a mistake there, what makes it go all over his backside. And the side caliber is in the pits whilst this is cracking off. Early tyre change? I don't know. But I feel like if Bob wants to win his first race here in New Horizon, yeah, he would want to get past Connor as soon as possible to catch Reflow, because Reflow is just going. He's like Sebastian Vettel. As soon as he starts to go, he just goes. But so I feel like Connor might be holding up the Haas driver here. Interestingly enough, I didn't think a Mercedes would be holding up a Haas. I think I ever have to say that sentence in Formula 1. Interestingly enough, this is still interesting. That doesn't make any sense. We're going into the DRS zone of lap 7 of 33. We have a yellow flag somewhere. Who is that? It looks like Callow. Or Cow. I'm just going Cow. Or Carl, whatever. He might have gone up. Yeah, he went off massively wide in the final area of the track. No surprise there. Because Matsai went into the pits for tyres whilst he tries to warm a fresh pair of... Ooh, new pairs of soft actually. Yeah, that is that Nutter all over his wave height. So now we have 2 battles here on the track. Man, Bob cannot go past Connor, that's actually surprising. Everyone's more spread out than I thought they would be at this point in the race. Oh, he squeezes on in there. How's it going? Can he stick it? Oh, so I just dive bomb in there to try and keep his... No, he's not on sauce, he's on mediums. Oh, he could be going to the end here. Unless someone does that to him. Force off the track a little bit too much there, Natter. You old Nutter. Oh god, that's now a thing now, that's gonna be a thing now, isn't it? Oh lord. Yeah, I think it was. Going back because the gap between these two are still very, very close. Numbers in line, they're driving to keep their front wings, but as this is going on, this might be letting Reflow chase away with this, but also Bob's tyres will probably be feeling it more than Connor's at this point. I feel it's only logical. Actually, now I look at it, the gap before all this battle was taking place, the gap from Reflow and Connor was over 4.5 seconds, but now is 3.8 at this current moment in time. Interestingly, I'm looking at Bob's transmission, and looks like his fuel is on amber warning. He's using his fuel like a frickin' Tyrannosaurus Rex. Great analogy. What analogy just came up with after that? Oh my lord. Oh my lord indeed. The gap is still within 0.1 unless Connor makes a stupid mistake like that. No wait, Bob is in the pits, so that leaves Connor a little bit of breathing room. Carlos has got a little bit of a time penalty, but which is quite understandable actually. But he's still staying out. I don't know what happened. I think he might come out in front of Bob. Is he? No, I don't think he is. The guy who was battling for 3rd place comes out just in front of 5th place, but now having to run with the medium tyres might be interesting. So everyone is still on softs because they haven't pitted yet, apart from the ones who have, which is Sai and Bob, who are now on the medium, so they could be going to the end. So gotta watch yourself. I love if there was more action on the track at this point in time. But looks like they haven't. Actually, looking at the screen right now, seeing what tyre choices they were in. Jade, before she crashed, yeah, was on the medium tyres. That would have been interesting. But Reflow and Connor are both in the pits at the exact same time. So it's not like time difference will be much of a thing here. That's it. And Alco is currently in the lead of this race now. Bob's definitely going to come out behind Reflow, but might come out in front of Connor. Yes, no! Connor manages to stick that position for provisional 3rd position. Lovely done there. Lovely done. That you couldn't get any more close on that though. Got it really close there. But these guys could be going to the end of this race on those mediums if they manage to stretch them out as far as, like, I think 23 laps. Yeah, 23 laps on the mediums, which is possible. It might be pushing it a tiny bit. I can see in the top right corner there, Arco is currently trying to speak something in the game, but I cannot hear you because it's on voice chat priority. Now, when about is Arco going to pit? Because he's already losing a massive amount of time to Reflow. And the more he stays out, the more I feel he compromises. Oh! Bob kind of took the corner slightly too much, what caused him to cut the final corner. Not the best at all. Oh, I'm pretty sure they hit the backside there. They hit the backside. Interestingly, therefore I'll say that. I'll buy the people who are watching. By the way, I just need to say one thing. The quote I said at the beginning, you know, the rain is Spain falls mainly on the plane. Yeah, I think comes from My Fair Lady. But even though I've never seen the damn thing, so I wouldn't know. But I think playing a general knowledge question, maybe, I don't freaking know. So I feel like this main battle, so far since the start of this race, Bob and Connor has been the main battle. Arco is still. Oh, we got a helicopter view. Nice here. That's actually a nice view here. I've never seen this one actually. Unless, if I have, I can't remember it. But yeah, so you can see him closing. Connor shuts the door on him, keeping the inside line, which is very smart to do. I'm telling you, Connor has done a lot of good defending in this league. Shame that probably Monaco might be his last racing in here. But hey, to be honest, most of the time watching this, I'm half tempted to like jump on in there. I am. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. I know that none of these guys have none of the top guys have penalties yet. The the top 4 do not at this current moment of time. Interestingly enough. I think this is how it works in terms of tyre degradation. This track, as Colin said, is kind of high in terms of tyre degradation, but kind of his tyres will start to go quick due to the fact that he has to defend like hell. However, Bob's will have to. Oh hello now. Surely Bob will have to give that position back without causing any damage, which he should do. Which he does. But not easy actually. Actually he's not doing it too easy. He did cut the corner there. Oh hello, interesting tyre choice from Arco. Instead of saying no, I'm going to go mediums, he said nah, screw this, I'm going the hard tyres. But interesting to see how fast he goes, because it'll take a long time to walk those tyres, but they will last incredibly long. So he is definitely going to the end of this race. There you go, orange tyres. I have not orange on orange McLaren. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Meanwhile, we are currently looking at our leader, who's looking a little bit tail happy there, but still comfortable in the lead. I wonder how it would have been if we had Brandon and Chuoga. They said Chuoga is away, probably to spend time with his family, and Brandon, since he is Dutch, apparently there's something called Freedom Day happening. Oh hello, what's happening here? Oh, Con's crashed! Connor's crashed! What the hell happened there? Jesus Christ, you shot me there, Connor, mate.
For God's sake, that wasn't even my fault.
Did you ditch it there?
He went for a gap on the inside that wasn't there.
I mean, I did see him get a penalty for, I think causing a collision, maybe?
I'm gonna have to look through my files, because I am gonna want to watch that again.
Wait, did you record it?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Few words there. Have you heard what tyres Arco's on?
Yeah, he's in the hards, isn't he? And to be honest, he's got a really good chance.
Bob's gone in.
That's what we had before.
Bob is pitting, but what tyres is he putting on? Yeah, no, he's had to take a stop-go penalty for causing a collision. But on goes the hard tyres. They switched to red there, but ultimately they stayed. So, this is going to be interesting now. So, out of nowhere, this has actually got Arco in position for win this race. It depends on how much Reflow can save his tyres, yeah, and obviously how fast can Arco go on those hard tyres without ruining the tyres.
Right, I might as well get back to doing commentary. Who are you riding on board with?
Reflow at this current moment in time.
I'm riding on with H. Collins, and then he's got Bob behind him by about 2 seconds.
So he was posted up to third because of Bob pitted.
Yeah, it's quite What tyres is he on? He's on the softs. No,
What?
I'm looking at one person. Sorry,
What, Cal?
James. Sorry?
What, Callie's or whatever?
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Bob now. It's probably the closest battle we have on the track, next to Nutter and Psycho Mitch, but H. Collins is further ahead. I'm really annoyed about this. Personally, I want to give Bob right now a 10-second penalty for that collision.
Well, after this race, can you send me a video of it?
Yeah, I've just tried having a look at it like now to try and see if I can share it to you. But I don't know what that was. I covered the inside. He must have had half a car on the grass and just when we're in the braking zone, it's like he didn't even brake or he completely outbraked himself. His rear left tyre collided with my front right,
Did he
and it
just
just
miss the
speared me
braking
off
zone?
into the barrier. Oh god, yeah, he was still going about 180 miles an hour when he was about 2 metres next to the apex. It's like he didn't slow down.
Driver error?
Doubt
Deliberate.
it. I don't think he means to be malicious, but that's not credible driving, what I'd like to see.
No,
The gap
no,
wasn't there. That door was only going to get tighter, which it was. He shouldn't have been there.
Not as fast as that. 122.4.
He's probably got a good chance of keeping that. I
Size
swear
fitted.
he's on fresh mediums, unless if anyone towards the end of the race hits for fresh softs. I'm riding on board a Reflet now. He is in absolute control. Unless it's a graphic issue, he's still
Oh,
doing
that was
really
massive,
well
massive lag.
on my behalf.
It was on mine, and also you keep cutting off at. Oh, look at that! Ugh. I'm experiencing a mass amount of lag in terms of what I'm seeing and hearing.
I'm alright. Worst thing is for me, I could disconnect. But the session shouldn't go down.
So we are currently on lap 18 of 33. So over halfway, I think. Wait, no, not.
18 of 18 is 36.
Yeah, we are. We're over halfway.
Just over halfway.
Excellent. And
10,
because
50
of
laps to go.
me eating and drinking, my lungs are not filling it yet. And which helps since you're here again, I at times give my lungs some break.
So annoying. The podium. I'd like to think if I would have got a decent start that I'd be in front, but I think Reflow would have got me anyway. If I was out in front, I wouldn't have been there for very long.
I think that Reflow knew like asked his in-game team like what tyres Alco was on. Realised it was on hard. He's probably realised the danger. Yeah, and he's decided to book it to just so he can have a safe pit.
H. Collins is gaining on Alco by quite a bit. I've just seen him, he's gained on him a second in that last lap.
Well, he is on softer tyres.
Yeah, so either way, yeah, he is going to have to pit again.
Yeah.
But whether it is, say if he comes out on softs again, it could be quite tasty for the battle for second, because Alco should be able to take those hards to the end.
Yeah, but what about
But
what happened to mandatory pit stops? Like you have to change like a different type of tyre.
as long as you use at least 2 of the different dry compounds, then you've done it. Unless H. Collins hasn't already pitted. I think he has, because I couldn't do 20 laps of soft tyres.
He has pitted, but he put on other set of softs, so he has to pit again to put on a different set.
Yeah, he's got to at least put the mediums on. He's really games. That is Alco, isn't it?
Alco is in second.
I think so. I can't tell, because from the onboard of H. Collins, it looks like he's chasing down another Ferrari just from a distance, but now it's getting closer. I can tell it's the McLaren.
Bob has a penalty.
He ain't doing himself any favours. He's just he didn't even attempt to make that last corner of the chicane.
Yeah, he's been doing that quite a lot actually.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the position changes. Reflow has gained 1 place. Alco has gained 3. H. Collins, a fantastic race, +7. Bobbert Scott down by 1 place. Not down by 1. Psycho Mitch is maintaining 6th, and Old One RT91 as he's down a lap, but he's still at 1 place due to retirements of me, Primeval Rex, and Jade.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Howard Callum joined in a little too late, so he couldn't take part in qualifying.
He didn't make it. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, he has started from the back then. If he's +7
yeah,
places,
he couldn't take part in qualifying.
Yeah, so when he joined, he probably spectated qualifying, but then when the race came around, he's just joined the race as normal.
Yeah, and he's doing well. Currently in 3rd place. But he probably didn't get caught in the carnage at the start.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, compared to the other races, this race has actually been very clean.
You should have been on the onboard with me when I went out. But it's about the only bit of, I wouldn't say drama, but overly aggressive driving we've had since the start. I mean, I didn't know what happened with Jade and Primeval Rex.
I know what happened. Yeah.
Do you think any part of that will have to be investigated?
Well, I didn't see it. I'm hoping that they Primeval Rex. No, because his controller broke on him.
Yeah.
And apparently Jade thinks she got tapped, but you can chalk it to a racing incident at times.
Yeah. Tell you what happened to me was not a racing incident.
I know it's all like that, but Nutter is all over the back of Bob.
I'm on board with Bob. I'm going to start recording this for evidence.
The hard tyres are definitely not working for Bob at this moment of time. Why are you recording this? Oh, hell's fun. Collins finally in the pit.
Just as a bit of onboard, like I'm not saying that he is an incompetent driver. It's just if I can see any close racing, say because they might argue that one person's banging wheels, or if anything like what happened to me happens again, I can have a bit of a better look. But Nutters, he's lost a bit on that straight.
Yeah, massively. But he's closing in like a rocket on the corners.
I'd say, gained a lot there. Give it until the second DRS straight.
I noticed that Collins is now on the mediums.
Yeah, he has to. He should be able to take those to the end. Whether it'll be quick on them, I don't know. Oh,
well, we got.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Ah.
He had to really brake there. From what I looked, Nutter really had to brake there to stop a collision from happening.
Yeah. It's alright forcing him driving wide, but wasn't exactly alongside, and to take the tight line, he would have lost more speed. He's just completely backed off into that last corner. It's like always down his main straight. He's not there. I'd say if he wants to get out in front of Bob Scott, he needs to overtake him in the second DRS zone. It's his best chance he's got in the entire lap.
Here's something you may find a tiny bit interesting.
So,
actually, no, I've completely forgot.
I've got something that I've just remembered about. Bob Scott has 3-second corner cutting penalties. I don't think Nutter has anything.
Oh yeah. The only thing I know Nutter has, he got a fastest lap once.
Yeah, so he has the pace.
And he definitely has advantage because he doesn't have a penalty.
Not yet, but he's kept it clean so far. I think if anyone doesn't have a penalty this far into the race, then they know what they're doing, they know how to drive the car. And I'm trying to see what he does in that last corner. He's closer than he has been. It's just like that, literally, not the chicaning, the actual last corner, that Force India, it didn't look like it has the drive to get the speed down the straight. I am going to have a look at the telemetry. Oh, Robert Scott's fuel saving isn't lean. Then what's
Nutter's fuel flashed amber there.
His fuel is he's running in
It's flashed yellow.
But he's pretty much around the optimal point. It keeps going up to 0.1, but then as soon as he puts the power down, it goes down to about minus 0.05. So it's quite interesting to see the fuel battle between these guys. We've got Bob Scott fuel saving completely. Somehow he's still ahead. Yeah, that might have been how Nutter got his fastest lap. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, he's bouncing all over the curbs as well. That's insult to injury.
I look at the gap now.
Really. Yeah, it's practically gone.
But Bob still has more penalties.
Riding on board a reflow. Oh, he looks really comfortable out there. Where's Alco? Oh, reflow is like an entire sector ahead of second place.
Yeah, reflow's like 22 seconds ahead.
Oh, here we go. Towards the end of the race, we're probably going to have a battle for second. Place 2, 3, and 4. Bob Scott is trying to chase down Alco. Nutt's still trying to chase down Bob.
Actually,
Collins is a few corners behind them. Sarkimich is down Main Straight. I don't know what happened to him.
actually, do you think Reflow has to pit again?
Stay out of the way. Let me have a look at his tyres. He's on the mediums. I think he started on the softs.
Yes, he did.
If he does pit, then well, he definitely has the gap to. And if he does,
oh hello.
Oh,
Bob's on the back of Alco. Watch carefully. He's gone. However, the way he set up for the main straight was cheap. Do you know what Bob did?
I saw a bit of it, but I was trying to get the recording on again. So it went to the main menu.
Bob went straight to across the last corner to get that to little drive.
I'm just getting a slight vibe from Bob that his style, it reminds me a lot of Max Verstappen, but unfortunately not in the good way.
Nutter is all over the back of Alco.
Well, if you know what I mean, he's quick, but it's just his driving. It's not. I wouldn't feel very comfortable trying to overtake him.
Oh, Nutter's in the gravel.
Oh no! Please carry on, mate.
He's just circling.
I wish I could say he'd be fine, but no, he's.
And now he's all over Colin all over the back of him.
Oh, that's a right shame for him.
And I was spectating that.
I just missed it. I'm still riding on board with Bob. He started to pull away from.
Yeah, Colin's easily got past Nutter there. I was watching that, but I was actually plugging the charge back in my controller, so I wasn't actually looking at why he.
You watch it. Nutter's coming back at him.
Yeah, I'm noticing.
I'm riding on board with the rear camera of the Ferrari.
It took multiple different lines.
Oh,
he's dived in there!
Oh, careful. That was a bit aggressive.
Aggressive, but he got him.
Yep. Oh, no, don't try it here.
Oh, thank God.
You can try, but 9 times out of 10 you end up in the gravel. That bit there is not an overtaking spot.
But if someone does overtake there, it's amazing.
I don't know. Oh, this is going to be.
Oh, he's gone for it!
No, he's ballsed it up. He's ballsed it up. Is there any damage on the Force India?
No, there isn't.
I saw a bit of debris come off. Oh, he's. What's like the least amount of damage you can have to the front wing?
Did you see the absolute dive bomb there by the Ferrari?
Yeah, I was on board with it, and he completely ballsed it up.
Yeah, and because of that, it kind of Scott's got another 3 seconds.
If he ain't careful, he's not going to end up on the podium. I'm debating on whether to invite him to the podium interviews anyway, because I want to straight away give him a 10-second penalty. All you will say when you see that footage is, yes, you agree with me. As much as I like to reinstate penalties to the minimum, if Bob gets another corner cutting penalty, then I'm going to have to make 2 of them count, because he is abusing, no other words for it, he is abusing the track limits and the corner cutting.
Yeah, I mean, look at what he's doing on the last corner. He's completely shooting it.
Yeah, he's not making an effort. Like, I try and be fair with it. So say if you end up with like 9 seconds worth of corner cutting penalties, in reality you probably only gained about 3 seconds worth, which is why I take the penalties down. But this is different. I don't think we've had a driver like this in New Horizons. He's not bad, it's just need to keep an eye on him just to try and make sure everything's in order for him.
It's like in real F1 when you watch Grosjean or Maldonado.
Yeah, like they're quick, but God, when they're side by side with someone, something's going to happen.
This is the pits.
It's such a shame. He could have been on the podium. I'd say he's out of the newcomers. He's probably the one to watch. It's a shame I can't really see the pace that Jade had. That probably would have made the fight with Sayaka Michelin and Old quite interesting.
You know, in the league I'm in with her, yeah, I actually, we've had 7 races, yeah, we've got a penalty, yeah, as I was saying, 7 races, so the next one's going to be Baku, that'll be fun, yeah, Colin's got 3 seconds, yeah, and because of this, yeah, out of all the results we've had so far, I am still the only Force India who has actually scored points.
Are you in Force India with that other league then? That's
yeah.
my chat, you're in a Ferrari. Or have they changed up the seats of that league?
Series 1, I was in the Ferrari, but when it came to season 2, Ferrari was already taken, and I was kind of like struggling for a teammate. Oh god, if I don't hurry, I'm not going to be racing. Yeah, but luckily, Jade came to the rescue. Yeah, and surprisingly, no one picked Force India. It's because it's pink, I don't know.
It's one of the reasons why I went for him. I did my first season on career mode on this game, Force India.
I did the first one in the Renault.
Well, that you remember, I did mine on a different account, but on my own personal account, I'm with the Mercedes. Just because I want to know what that feeling is like with a fully upgraded Mercedes, and it's already got a head start anyway in the game.
Yeah, on mine I do it properly and work my way up.
I tried to do that, but it just took so long with Force India. I mean, first season in, I only got about a third of the aero developed.
Sai has pitted multiple times.
He's still ahead of Old. I don't know what's happened with Old. He's well over a lap down.
So Arco, yeah. Reflow, Bob, Colin, yeah, have all pitted twice. Nutter, Sai, and Old have pitted 3 times. However, Alco, yeah, has only pitted once. So he's best at conserving his tyres or getting out of danger.
Yeah, well, he is on the hards. I think this is what we expected. I mean, we're about 2 laps towards the end nearly, and he's practically done it, to be honest.
So let's go.
I will be able to reinstate some penalties because, well, with Spain, if you do get a corner cut, and then it will be legitimate. Because if you've seen what Bob's been doing when he's cutting this last chicane, eventually, over the course of about 30 laps, you're going to gain an unlawful amount of 3 seconds anyway. But the game picks up on it more than we can.
So how many penalties has Bob had?
At least 3, I think. It's
So-
like, whether he'd end up on the podium or I don't even know. So say if he
9
has 9
seconds.
penalties. Yeah. So the gap.
So that the gap between him and third is 10.5.
Alco needs to pull some out the bag then. I don't even know if Alco's got penalties.
I don't think Alco has a penalty.
But I'm so debating because with the incident that Bob's had with me, I want to give him straight away a 10-second penalty. So that will put him about 40 seconds behind the leader.
Cal's,
he'd
Collins and Nottis had penalties, you gotta remember that.
Yeah, but I'm on about just my penalty. Because there's no contest. If you see it, you'll know it's a 10-second penalty offence.
He hasn't got the corner that time. So we are going to follow Reflow for the final lap of this race. I'll tell you, it's actually still been interesting, but compared to the last 4 races, not that much.
I think even with the 10-second penalty I want to give Bob, and if I won't reinstate all of his penalties that the game's given him, but I think he would still end up 3rd anyway. But that's just because H. Collins is quite far behind anyway, and yeah, he has practically come from the back. Come on, Reflow through the last couple of corners.
Keep it tight.
Don't bottle it on the last corner, mate.
Excellent. It's free throw. Who wins the Spanish Grand Prix?
Solid drive from him. That was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, well, let's not forget Brandon and True wasn't here.
Yeah, but I will need to take a second look at the standings. Slight chance he might be leading. Don't quote me on that, but he's definitely close to get with this one.
That race, he crossed the line.
Where's Alco? Alco and H. Collins are right behind each other.
He, Reflow, finished the race in 46 minutes.
Oh, damn it. I thought Alco was going to get second then, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was only down to about 5 seconds or something in the end.
4.2.
4 seconds? Yeah.
I think you want to reinstate a penalty on it, don't you?
I'll have to have a look. Well, first I need to see which penalties he's got. Well, at least this way, I think he is on the podium. Let's see, because I just need to wait for that graphics change.
Bob's saying dirty.
So he would have about...
He has 14-second penalty.
4-second penalties plus 10 seconds, which is what I'm going to give him, so he'd be 44 seconds behind. So either way, Alco's going to get promoted to second anyway. Shall we get them into the voice chat?
Yes, invite Bifo, Bob and Alco.
You might have to do it. I can't change these. Oh, you've already done it. Don't worry.
Wait, invite the three.
I think you need to. I can't invite them.
Apparently, Old got knocked in turn 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to invite Mifo, Bob, and Alco. So at the meantime, the viewers are just seeing a blue screen. Sai saying he got it too. Notice saying he got banged too. Alco. I don't have Bob as a thing. Okay, so yeah, I don't have Bob as a friend.
I don't know if he's aware that we do podium interviews.
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, I cannot invite him. Oh, is that Alco here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so due to penalties and whatnot. Yeah.
Could everyone just make sure you have your voice chat settings on, allow your voice to be shared?
Yeah, I have.
So quickly do that stuff. Have you sorted that out, guys?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, Alco.
Yeah.
Yeah. You, because of penalties. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have been promoted to second place.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, when I see the table on the finish, I was on third. So
you were in terms of game penalties, but Connor's given Bob a penalty for crashing him out.
Yeah, what happened then? It's literally like all I see is Connor retired from the session, and having a battle for like 4 laps.
Yeah, he went to overtake me on the inside. He must have had half a car's width on the grass, and his front left hits his rear left hit my front right, and when he made that contact, he went, well, it just steered me into the opposite barrier. But what annoyed me the most was it's just the speed that overtake. Like, he was doing he didn't brake properly.
Now he's calling you dirty.
Yeah, he's called you dirty.
Oh, I'm not the one that's taken someone out of a race.
I could just taste the salt coming from you right now. Bloody hell.
I only have to apologize to Nutter on the first lap on turn 4 or 5. I pushed him a little bit to the grass and he lost his front wing and ruined his race. So I want to apologize to Nutter, and thanks for telling me I finished in second. I thought I finished in third in P3, so that's great.
Right, so out of everyone, Alco, yeah, you were the only person who pitted once.
Yeah, I realized my soft tires could go through more laps than expected, so I started to think on just one stop and going for the hards.
Which you did.
Yeah, on lap 12 I put it the hards, so I could get a little bit advantage on the others who get the mediums and had to stop for another time, one more. And I think if I only make one stop, I can finish on a higher position. And
excellent.
And for luck, I finished on third.
It's a big congratulations in terms of some strategy and whatnot. I don't know how much places you gained, but the only thing that matters is you are on the second step on the podium.
Yeah, finished in 5th, and so I gained 3 positions.
Excellent.
That's not too bad. It's quite a good strategy call, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now, let's move on to Reflow here. Yeah.
Oh.
So, I can only think of one word to describe the race here today for you. Domination.
Thank you.
Completely.
Do you think, do you think it was because that you didn't have challenges from Chu Ogre and Brandon, or do you think you could have given them a run for the money if they were here?
Well, I think, I can always give them a run for their money, but they are, top of the league. But I think anyone in this league, still racing, anything can happen. You can still, just catch up. Yeah, I think I'd be able to fight against those, but I think Connor, it was unfortunate. It was unlucky for Connor because I think he was actually catching me up a little bit. So I was actually waiting for a little battle for Connor, but obviously I forgot what his name is. But he just ruined Connor's race at all. Yeah, I had a feeling people would go onto the hard soft, so I then decided to go into double mediums, and obviously it paid off with lap time consistent, and yeah.
Yeah, you definitely had the gap to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing that they got ran by someone. Man,
Yeah.
the amount of people complaining about they got hit, you'll be thinking it's China with Jack. Bloody hell.
No, I know.
Oh god.
Ugh. Anyway, I think that we should have to end this stream soon. So can we get a final word from you two?
Looking forward to the next one.
Oh yeah, Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco.
Yeah,
That's going to
I
be
just wanna.
an interesting race.
There's just something I want to ask the other drivers in the chat as well, but because I'm a bit worried of some of the comments the guys have been making in terms of the corn cutting around Monaco. So I think just for Monaco we'll have our corner cutting rules set to regular, because otherwise people are going to be finishing the race with about 20 seconds worth of corner cutting penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that sounds fair to you two?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for me,
it sounds fair, but
it's a good idea.
in the qualifying, you know, you can probably gain at least a second with obviously regular corner cutting. But in the race, yeah, I agree. In the race, definitely.
Because I just got a feeling that people are going to get massively screwed over with the end result.
Yeah.
Even though I really don't see
Yeah,
how
especially
you can
with-
cut corners in Monaco.
No, it's just the silly mistakes where if you mat a curb, it can count it as a corner cut.
Oh yeah, turn
And
6 and 7.
yeah, it's just not fair. But I'm
Okay,
happy that this race, I think, I can't remember how many we had in Bahrain, but we actually had 10 people start this race in the end.
Excellent.
And there's only going to be more joining next week. I think
Yeah,
we had about three or four people dropped out just before the start.
And then some people haven't finished the race. Connor, I think I've seen you going to the exit on turn 1. I get yellow flags. You were in front of me. I think I was in fourth at the time, and you went in right. I don't know why. I asked you what happened, but nobody replied. I don't understand.
Yeah, I was just trying to do my usual. I was trying to shut the door, but then there was a little bit of space, but there was only about a tyre worth of space for Bob to go on the inside of me. I'll send, if I can, I'll send you lot the footage to see what you guys think, because I'm not saying he did it maliciously, but that was I'm really annoyed about that.
Was it on stream?
It wasn't on stream, but I recorded it from my gameplay, so
Yeah.
from my over cockpit camera
Yeah, I
thing.
didn't
You
really
just see
catch
him
up.
go straight on the inside.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're gonna have to
We're all
wrap
done
this
here? Yeah.
up. See you guys in Monaco.
See you, Monaco.
In Monaco.
Okay.
Oh god.
So,
It's going to be good race.
so Connor,
Yeah.
like always, what would you rate this race out of 10?
7, being generous.
7?
We had cars close together. I can't say it was full of incidents, but the league's still living up to what I hope it would be. We've still got wheel-to-wheel action.
I'm going to give it a 5, maybe a generous 6. But because
I'll give it a 6.
oh, you're giving it a 6?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so I think we should end up this stream now. So, thank you everyone for watching round 5 of New Horizon Racing League. As you heard, next race is Monaco, which will be interesting. I've been your host, Gaming Things, and like always, joined by Connor. Say goodbye, Connor.
See you in Monaco.
There you go. And to everyone, adios.